All right, so as everybody knows by now, Gassed Up is the segment where we like to vent about what's pissing us off or talk to you guys about what's getting us real excited. So I will start this week because it's something that every time it happens, it pisses me off more and more. And that's technology malfunctioning. And I'm talking like you buy like a new computer, a new smartphone, a new, like anything that's just a modern piece of technology. Nowadays, we're very spoiled. I understand that. But things are just supposed to work, right? They have like certain functions they're supposed to... Well, I'm not allowed to talk because somebody's having a fantasy football
I literally
draft.
turned it off before you started talking.
But yeah, so anything that you have that is supposed to perform...
That was technology malfunction.
Yeah, basic functions that you expect it to do every single time, and then they start not working. Like, for example, like every once in a while, your phone goes through that thing where it's like you can't make outgoing calls. You got to completely restart it. It's like, what? Why?
My wife's had to call me like 3 times on the way home in the last like 4 days. Like, she's like...
Why aren't you receiving calls?
Every time we first answer, we can't hear each other.
Yeah. So... those types of things just piss me off. I mean, another one is like when your Echo decides it can't hear anything you're saying ever. Like the thing listens to me all day long, but apparently it can't hear what I'm trying to tell it right now. There's just a number of them. Just it's stupid. Why do I have to restart my computer every day? Have you tried restarting? Yes, I have. Fuck you.
Wow.
I don't know. Can you guys... I'm going to start getting really gassed up if I keep talking about technology because it just pisses me off. It just never works the way it should. And it's always frustrating.
Fair enough. You want a piece of all the action.
Kenny, what's getting you gassed up? Fucking technology. I hate it. Sorry.
I got gassed up yesterday.
About what?
And I started going at it with an internet troll.
On what? About what?
There was an article written about a gentleman who had showed up at a golf course, and he wasn't dressed like a bum or anything, but he had like an Abercrombie polo on. And the starter asked him if he had another shirt because they only allow shirts with golf logos on them.
What?
And this guy was like in the comment section like, well, I'm a traditionalist, and that's just how it should be. People should respect the etiquette and the rules of the game. None of this blaring music and blah blah blah. And I was like, you, sir, are the gatekeeper that is causing golf courses around us to close every year.
Yeah,
you're the type of person who is keeping people away. And for anybody that doesn't know, like that's Ryan and I got our start. Like our first big board jobs was as golf professionals. So soft spot in my heart for golf.
Absolutely. And we were brought up the way we were brought up to be golf professionals. Like it was very much stressed like the traditional manner. Like we had to, we're talking about a school that we went to that you missed 3 days. You were late 3 times and you were kicked out of the class. You had to be like, properly dressed at all times.
And like in theory, it's like I almost agree. Like I'm more of a traditionalist. Like I'm more on this guy's side in terms of like But to me, it's not like we should be exclusionary of people who have either different dress or don't tuck their shirt in, or we should be inclusive of those things, and we should try and help them and teach them etiquette and things so they know better the next time. But it shouldn't ever be, well, you can't golf here because, or we don't want your money because.
Especially because it sounds like just the way you're telling the story, it sounds like it was probably some sort of public course. It's not like it was a fully private course where memberships.
He did say it was a private course, but regardless, like. That type of the absolute snooty traditionalist is literally why golf courses all around us don't have anybody playing, because people are afraid. It's an expensive game to get involved in. It's a difficult game to get involved in.
It's intimidating. They all intimidate
it's intimidating.
You. Yeah.
So when you show up somewhere and give them your money and they tell you they don't want it because your shirt is wrong, like that just to me is asinine. Like it's just bad business is the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm speaking it from this position of a person who actually has like one of the few people probably in the world that has a degree in golf complex management and operations. And there's some Yahoo on the internet like, he shouldn't have been allowed to play. I'm like, you're just an idiot. You're one of the dumbest people that's ever opened your mouth on this planet Earth.
Yeah, that's like the same thing as I'll give a shout out here. That's like the same thing as the golf course in Cuyahoga Falls when I was, we were talking about giving our wives lessons, and they told us you're not allowed to give any lessons on this driving range no matter what.
Yeah.
Like you're going to tell me I can't teach my wife?
We're trying to help people come into this game of golf and spend more money in your facility. Right. And you don't want us to help
They had no idea that your golf course even existed until I brought them here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were never going to find this on their own.
Go punch yourself right in the face.
Yeah. I've had it with gatekeepers to golf because it's not good for the sport. It's not good for anybody. Like, we should be encouraging, for a game that we all love, we should be encouraging as many people to get out and try it and get lessons and learn to play. And you learn some of those etiquette things along the way, and you can choose. There's etiquette in terms of, like, should you dress nice and act a certain way, and then there's etiquette like, should you repair your ball marks and your divots. I would much rather a guy in an untucked shirt with his hat on backwards and his music playing, filling his divots and fixing his ball marks, than worrying about tucking his damn shirt in.
Right, I agree. You can't. Like, pick your battles. Yeah. Like, grow the game and bring people in that are going to treat it the right way.
And, like, at a certain point, I just realized, like, this is just an internet troll, because, like, he just kept coming. He was like, well, you just think the game, you're entitled to. And I was like, look, like.
I won't even go there. Yeah. You think you're entitled. Like,
right. Yeah. So I had it with him. He's a lower thinking, a lower being, probably from Cincinnati, Kentucky. Just not even fit to be a human.
Yeah. Bone, anything getting you gassed up?
Oh, honestly, he's probably one of these people I'm about to talk about.
Bone's been gassed up these last 2 weeks. I like it.
He's been gassed.
Yeah. What do you got for us?
Well, this one in particular happened to me today. So we have 3 restrooms in my workplace.
Okay.
I work with all males.
This is going in a weird direction, but I like it.
25 different males sharing 3 stalls. Morning dumps, whatever it's going to be. You go in there, and there's butthole hairs sprinkled on the rim of the toilet seat. Nobody in their right mind thinks to turn around and wipe the seat off after they're done. They're like, oh, I cleaned, I flushed. But what about all those little hairs you left sitting on the seat?
Damn butthole hairs.
It is just annoying. Clean up after yourself.
Yeah.
So that's really about it. But just these are people, your coworkers, that have to use this toilet as well.
There's no respect out there for anybody but themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've literally found shit on, like, the side of the tank. Like, somebody put poop on their hand, like, missed the toilet paper and touched the flusher, and then got poop on the side right under it. And they just left it there.
That might be the most disgusting story I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Absolute animals.
I mean, is this allowed on this podcast? But it's just like...
Bone's workplace is full of
people have clogged mind you, there's 3 of these. We work with 25 people. They've clogged the toilet, left it for somebody else to unclog it. That's like the most feminine thing I could ever think of. That a grown man would leave.
The sound of your piss hitting the urinal. It sounds feminine.
That would leave his clogged toilet and not clean it.
While
there was literally a plunger right in the same stall.
Wow.
Man, that guy's a coward.
I think you need to do work friends.
Coward.
Well, maybe they're not my friends anymore. No.
Yeah, Bones turned up about this. He's so gassed up right now.
I mean, to be fair, it sounds like he works with quite a few immature.
That sounds like I would never.
Adults.
I'm not gonna lie, Bone. I probably will never enter a restroom at your place of work ever. If I'm ever there,
it might just be one person. That's the thing.
I won't go.
It just could be one person ruin it for everybody.
Well, you guys need to find out, and you need to fire him.
Yeah, we've tried.
There's no place in life for that sort of behavior.
Nobody fessed up.
No, that is insane.